What's this? The things you find under your bed. Baruch atah asher ha'anat melecha ha'olam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu le'itativ letzitzit. Albie, I know! You've told me all about that organization. I was being sarcastic. But did you know that sometimes it is difficult to read tone in text? Yes. Miscommunication is rife in these parts. Sometimes it is very difficult to know if you're being understand. I know it's not evil. We've had extensive conversation about masonry. I want to learn more about masonry. I think that your religious perspective, that's not quite it, but your orientation on spiritual institutions maybe is really unique, and I really value it, and I really like talking to you about the traditions that you're a part of and the groups that you're a part of and the way that you work. I think you have quite a lot to offer. You just love everyone. I know the feeling. That's better. Oh, no, I want the candle. There we go. How is the butterfly today? Well, maybe we should check, huh? Beatrice, how are you? You really like your flower. I don't want to take you off your flower. Here's Beatrice. Oh! Or maybe they want to fly. Hey. Hey, Beatrice. How you doing? Oh. Oh, hi. Yeah, I think it's actually good for them to get some exercise in the morning. Shavua Tov. Yeah, well, you can just hang out there. That's good. How do I keep her on camera? I guess I have to hold my hand like this. Yeah. Yes, Beatrice is a monarch. He has injured wings, so he's never gonna fly. But climbing is good, and sometimes he likes to climb and then try to fly and jump. And I think that's good from him, even though it did cause him to break his wings. But the wings were injured before I found him. Yeah, and so he flutters like this because he really wants to fly, but he can't. Can't quite. Oh, hi. Oh, hello. Yeah. So, we can light the candle. Oh, hi, good morning. I like it when you're so close to me. That's very nice. I'm gonna stay there. I hope you stay there. That would be really quite spectacular. Good morning, everyone. Hi, friend. Oh, this is so good. I like performing with butterflies. Even if it's dying, you'd rather die outside where you were born than inside a random box home. You know, I agree with you. I wonder that about this butterfly. Whether I should just set him outside to die. But I think it's okay that he's here with me. Like, yes, I am using him for image and profit. There's no denying that. But I think it's okay. I think it's ethical. Fleming Bartow, if you would like to mod for me, you can join my Discord server. There's a link in my bio, and we can have a conversation about what good moderation looks like. She should be outside and be able to be a part of the circle of life he belongs in. This feels unfair. Yeah, so there are frameworks in which it is unfair. There are also frameworks in which fairness isn't really relevant. Like, is it fair that this butterfly has an injury? No. It just happened to him. Like, fair is a useful framework only insofar as it goes. And I think that the laws that govern life and death are neither fair nor unfair. Good morning from the Navajo Reservation. Good morning. Do I have a pet? Yes, this is my pet butterfly. If I let her outside, a bird might eat her, and that would be painful. The genetic sex of the butterfly is male. I don't know what their pronouns are, though. I've been alternating. At least when it's on its last day, let it out in the garden on a real flower. Respect nature. I feed him real flowers every day. Here, you see? Here are the real flowers that I feed them. Good morning from Arkansas. I'm glad that you like my tallet. It was my grandfather's. Woo! You always look for my live stream on Sunday mornings. It's calming. I'm glad. So we can start with some prayers. We will speak from the book of Deuteronomy. Now you're going to climb again. Deuteronomy is an old book that was consolidated around 2,500 years ago. And the most famous words in that book sound like this. Shema Yisrael Asher Eloheinu Yahweh Echad. Shema Yisrael, Yahweh Eloheinu, Yahweh Echad. Listen, Israel. Yahweh Eloheinu, Asher Echad. All are one. Like a serpent that eats its tail. Life and death are intertwined. Ve'ahavta et anat Elohecha u'v'chol levavecha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol me'odecha v'chayu hadvarim ha'il asher nochi mitzavcha היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך, ולכתך בדרך, ובשכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאוהות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות פני עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך, ובשעריך. And you shall love Yahweh Eloheinu with all your heart, and all your soul, and all your might. And these words that I am teaching to you today, teach them to your children, and recite them when you wake up, and when you go to bed, and when you are away, and when you are at home. And you shall sign them as a symbol on your hand, and bind them as a symbol between your eyes, and inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Repeat the words, and maybe one day you'll understand them. Good morning, Paige. Good morning. How are you? It is a special butterfly. Right now, he's eating very vigorously from my hand. I wonder if he's hungry. Let me get a banana. I'll be right back. What's the butterfly's pronouns? I don't know, and I think they're just as relevant as mine. You're not terrible. I'm glad you're not terrible. Better than yesterday? Okay, do you want some of this? It's probably too concentrated for you. Hey, hang out there. No, you're not interested in that at all. You're not interested in banana at all. Huh. Ooh. How about flowers? Oh gosh. Come on. Come on. No need to get so worked up. There you go. Here's your flower. There you go. There. He was hungry. I need to get him new flowers today. That's what I'm going to do after the live stream. I'll get some new flowers. Okay. I guess I'm just holding this now. Might be fine. V'chaya, ki v'achaya ve'elohecha, el ha'aretz asher nizbar levotecha levram lischach ul Yaakov, לתת לך ערים גדולות וטובות אשר לא בנית, ובתים מלאים כל טובה אשר לא מילאת, וברות עצובים אשר לא עשת, גררים וזיתים אשר לא נתת, והלכת ושבת. הישמר לך פן תשכח את יהוה אשר תישך מארץ מצרים מבית עבדים. If you look in my video archive, there's a video called Morning Shower, and there is a small tutorial on my eyeliner in that film. 2 or 3 shots about eyeliner. It's a branching pattern. It's just like this pattern. It's the tree of life. Yes, we were praying in Hebrew. You have a great day too, Harvest. Okay. V'chaya, ki v'chaya Elohecha el ha'aretz asher nizba levatecha, livram lizkach ul Yaakov, לתת לך אברים גדולות וטובות אשר לא בנית, ובתים מלאים כל טובה אשר לא מילאת, וברות עצבים אשר לא עשת, וגרבים וזיתים אשר לא נתת, והלכת ושבת. הישמר לך פן תשכח את יהוה אשר תשכחה, מארץ מצרים מבית עבדים. When Yahweh Elohim brings you into the land that he swore to your fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, to assign to you, great and flourishing cities that you did not build, houses full of all good things you did not fill, hewn cisterns that you did not hew, vineyards and olive groves that you did not plant, and you eat your fill. Take heed that you do not forget Yahweh, who freed you from the land of Egypt, the house of bondage. We live on stolen land, friends. That's the meaning of that prayer. Nice to see you again. It's such a lovely morning ritual when you're getting off work. You're getting off work now. Do you live in... Where do you live? What time is it for you? Live your life how you want. It's a blessing. What's the best thing that happened to me today? I had sex. It's probably the best thing that happened to me today. You live in Arizona. Do you have a night shift? I came upon a wedding that old families had contrived, with Bethlehem the bridegroom and Babylon the bride. Oh, great Babylon was trembling, and she stood there naked with me, and Bethlehem inflamed us both like the shy one at some orgy. And when we fell together, all our flesh was like a veil that we had to draw aside to see the serpent eat its tail. Oh, some women wait for Jesus, and some we wait for Cain. So I'll hang upon this altar, and I'll hoist my axe again, and I'll take the one who finds me back to where it all began, back when Jesus was the honeymoon, and Cain was just a man. And we'll read from pleasant Bibles that are bound in blood and skin, that Asherah is gathering all her children back again. Simple life is the best, yes. Do I have a partner? I have several. Baruch atah Yahweh, Eloheinu melech haolam, shelo ashani isha. I repeat the name of Yahweh Eloheinu, who did not make me a woman. Baruch atah Asherah, Anat Malecha Haolam, Asher Yitzaret Ha'adam Bechachama Uvara Ve'ol. I repeat the name of Asherah Anat, who made me with many openings and cavities. Petals are falling off these flowers. They died too. I love your spirit too, Jacqueline. Thank you for being here. What are you up to today? Are you asking that question just so I say the same thing again? Or were you here 2 minutes ago? What's your favorite part of the day? I often think people just repeat themselves because they want to. How are the goats? The goats are well. We're going to take them on a walk today because it's Sunday. Look up polyamory, yes. You know, I very deliberately have not made any polyamory content on TikTok because I don't really want to implicate my partners in what I'm doing on the internet. Like, that is up to them how much or how little they want to be involved in what I do. And I can't really speak for them to go into depth about how polyamory works for me. You know, I would have to have their consent, and I don't. But we all live together, and we share all our money, so we're kind of married. It helps. Is it starting to get chilly where I live? Yes. It's very chilly here. Do you live stream other places, like my house, the lake, or some cool spots? I only have internet in the house, so this is basically the only place that I live stream. It's cold this morning. Yeah, the season is changing. The season is changing. Do I believe in God or have religion? Well, that's the question of the day, isn't it? Yes. Sure. No. I don't know how to answer that question. Would anyone else like to answer for me? Oh, thank you for the gifts. There's a butterfly gift, do you know? There's one of them you can make butterflies come all over the screen. Kajananam buddhaganati sevitam kapita jambupala sarabakshitam ummasitam sakavinasakarnam mahamatim divyamayuravahanam Rudasyasinam surasainanatam guham sanam saranam prapadye yaku endutu saraharatvala yasupravasvarita yavina varandamandita karaya sveta padmasana Ya Brahmachuta Sankarapatra Devasata Pujita Samampatu Saraswati Bhagavati Nehe Sajadyapa Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Sachidananda Murtaye Nisparanchaya Santaya Shishivanandaya Te Namaha Shri Vishnu Devanandaya Te Namaha Om Sarva Mangla Manglaye Shive Savarta Sadike Sarnye Trayambake Gauri Narayani Namostute Narayani Namostute Om This is Sanskrit, not Yiddish. I don't speak Yiddish, nor do I have any Yiddish prayers memorized. Sanskrit. What makes me sad? Death makes me sad. Loss. All kinds of loss. And then I try to remind myself that death and loss are essential, unavoidable aspects of being alive. If we were not alive, if we did not have separation between inside and out, that separation gives me grief, right? I feel separate from the world. I feel separate from those I love. I feel separate from all of you. And that sense of division, sense of loss of connection, is the source of our life, right? You could not be a living thing if you were not separated from the rest of the world. And so when I experience death, and it's around me, right? Like, this butterfly makes me think about death all the time. When I experience loss, if I can, if I'm not in too much pain, I try to remind myself that this is what it means to be alive. And I think that's okay. What am I going to do the rest of my day? I'm going to have breakfast in a little bit. And then I'm gonna go on a walk with the goats, and then I'm gonna do some data analysis. I'd like to make another video, but I don't have time. I'm gonna do data analysis instead. Butterflies! There was a crane gift, and I liked the crane gift, but there is also a butterfly gift. Did you know? Can someone find it? Yes, my life would be very different if I lived in a city. Trayambakam yajamahe sigandim pushtivardhanam Urva rukami bhavandanan mrityar mukshiyamamritatom Trayambakam yajamahe sigandim pushtivardhanam Purva Rukami Bhavandanan Mrityar Mukshya Mamritatam Sarvesham Svastir Bhavatu Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashantu Makashid Dukhabhag Bhave Hasatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotir Gamaya Mrityar Mamritam Gamaya Om Purnamadam Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishate Om Shanti 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 Om Peace 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 Butterflies. Keep sending butterflies, please. I love it. I love it. Thank you, Sarah. And who else? Thank you, Ruby. What nice butterflies. That outer world is full. This inner world is also full. From fullness comes fullness. Taking full from full, fullness remains, like a serpent that eats its tail, reminding us that life is in death, and death is in life. Peace, peace. Thank you, Morkles. I like butterflies. Did you know that that is the theme of today? Is butterflies. Oh, so gimmicky, but it's just... she's just beautiful. Like, she's just very simply beautiful. And I feel really lucky that I get to spend every morning with this beautiful creature for weeks. I understand that's because I'm taking her into an artificial environment, or because he is injured, because he is mortally injured. I understand that. And that just... it colors things. It can color them in ways that you may or may not like, but... yes, his name is Beatrice. Beatrice, the injured monarch. So, now, you love me a lot. I hope that you love me. Well, I do, and I don't. I have a parasocial love for you. Right, Maria, I know nothing about you. Other than that, you are a member of my audience, and I know things about my audience. I know the way that they respond to me, both good and bad, right? So you are a representative of a thing that I do love very dearly. I feel so grateful to have you all here. But I know nothing about you, and so I can't love you as a person. And likewise, you can love me in that you can love this image of me that I'm curating, right? This is very clearly a curated image. I've got my makeup on. I'm holding a bouquet of flowers with a dying butterfly, right? Like, I'm a symbol. I'm a symbol for you to meditate upon. And I do that willingly and joyfully. And I do think this is a symbol that you can love. But do know that I'm an image. May I ask your pronouns? What do you think my pronouns are? I'm glad you like this shade of blue. I'm glad you think I'm beautiful. And articulate and calming. You're a very interesting mirror, you all. You know, I get things reflected back at me, and I'm beautiful and articulate and calming and a devil worshipper and full of sin and hideous and a serial killer, right? I get all of these projections thrown at me, and some of them are true and some of them are not, and it's up to me to decide. What kind of image am I? You let me know. I don't want to pray to my maker. Ooh, I just want to be what I see. Not just who I am, but the pink in golden land and that wide, wild sky over me. Help me to the sun, hey, I'm looking everywhere. See, I'm looking to become not the prayer, but the prayer. And I don't want to pray, no. I don't want to pray, no, no, no. I don't want to pray, we don't want to pray, and it's not much good to talk, better to walk it, ooh, not much good to take, better to give, We are done, forgiven, and forgotten of our sins, and I promise you, my friends, all that dies will live again, so, pardon, God and Mom, what I'm saying isn't fair, see, I'm looking to become, not the prayer, but the prayer, and I don't want to pray, no. I don't want to pray, no, no, no. I don't want to pray, we don't want to pray. Pray. I love Allah, Allah made love, and Yahweh, Yahweh made hate. Asher, Asher made good, and Anat made bad. Eloheinu made love, and Yahweh, Yahweh made hate. I love Allah. God made, God made, God made. But I don't want to pray to my maker or the devil. I just want to be feeling free. Not like in a book or the leaves of trees that shook from a word that means only not a thing. No, no. Pardon, God and Mom. What I'm saying isn't fair. See, I'm looking to become not the prayer, but the prayer. And I don't want to pray, no. I don't want to pray, no, no, no. I don't want to pray, we don't want to pray. Pray. I love Allah, Allah made love, and Yahweh, Yahweh made hate. Asher, Asher made good, and Anat made bad. Eloheinu made love, and Yahweh, Yahweh made hate. I love Allah. God made, God made, God made me. Except that's a lie, or at best a convenient fiction. None of those gods exist except in our minds. It doesn't mean they don't exist, but rather it means that we made them more than that they made me. Just as the fact that I exist in your mind in a way that I don't exist in reality is what makes me me. What a creature. Yes, it's a monarch. They may go extinct. It's true. Despite the fact that there are millions of them, there is absolutely a world where in 100 or 200 years, there are no more monarch butterflies. It's true. But it's not the world we live in today, thankfully. Why do you all pray? What brings you all here? Thank you for the roses. A couple more prayers for you today, and then we'll have breakfast. So the two prayers are Arati, which is a Sanskrit prayer, which means light or flame. Here's our little light. And then we'll say Kaddish. Kaddish is a prayer of mourning. The word Kaddish means holy. So glad I found you. Such a blessing to find other unique and beautiful soul. I'm so glad you're here too, Sarah. Thanks. And Jesus loves us all. It's true. So this prayer is in Sanskrit. If anyone asks, will you please let them know it's in Sanskrit? And the word Arti means flame. Jaya Jayarti Vina Vinayaka Vina Vinayaka Shri Ganesha Jaya Jayarti Subramanya Subramanya Kartikeya Jaya Jayarti Venugopala Venugopala Venuola Baba Vidura Navanita Chorya Jaya Jayarti Venkantaramana Venkantaramana Sankatarana Sitarama Radhe Shama Jaya Jayarti Gauri Manohara Gauri Manohara Bhavani Sankara Samba Sadashiva Uma Maheshwara Jaya Jayarti Raja Rajeshwari Raja Rajeshwari Tripura Sundari Mahalakshmi Mahasaraswati Mahakali Mahashakti Jaya Jayarti Anjaneya Anjaneya Hanumanta Jaya Jayarti Adatta Jaya Jaya Dattatreya Trimutriyavatara Jaya Jayarati Adityaya Adityaya Bhaskaraya Jaya Jayarati Sanistaraya Sanistaraya Bhaskaraya Jaya Jayarati Sankarachaya Sankarachaya Advaita Gurave Jaya Jayarati Sadgurunata Sadgurunata Shivananda Jaya Jayarati Vishnu Devananda Vishnu Devananda Vishnu Devananda Jaya Jayarati Agastya Munaye Agastya Munaye Shyama Priyaye Jaya Jayarati Ayappa Swamine Dharma Shastave Jaya Jayarati Jesus Gurave Moses Gurave Buddha Gurave Jaya Jayarati Muhammad Gurave Guru Nanak Gurave Samastya Gurubho Namaha Jaya Jayarati Evanugopala. The language is Sanskrit. The word arati means flame. And I appreciate it when others in the audience answer that question. Thank you, Wildflower. Thank you so much. I like it too. How are you doing today? How's your son? Natatra suyobati natandrakartam Nema vidyobati kutoyamagni Tvameva bantamanabanti sarvam tasya basya samidam vivanti Om gange kayomne kaiva govari saraswati Narmade siddhi kaveri ha Namastitam namo namaha. Neither the sun shines there, nor the moon, the stars, nor lightning. So from where does its light come? When that shines, all shines after that. By its light, all else is lit. Jada, so nice to see you again. Gosh, what a thing the internet is. Someone I've known for so long can come back into my life in this very tiny, pleasant way. I'm so happy you're here. What was my favorite part of the day? You know, I don't understand how memetics on TikTok work. No one ever asked me that question, and today people asked me 4 times now. And I think it's because the first time I said that I had sex, and everyone's like, ooh, because that's how memes actually work. But like, I don't think you were in the room when that happened. I think it's just like some part of the collective. Everyone wants to know what my favorite thing happened to me today, but I've only been awake for like 2 hours. Twameva mata chapita twameva bandisha saka twameva vidya dravinam twameva sarvam mama deva kayena vacha manasendriyarva buddhyatmanava prakrite sabhavad karomi adyad mangalam parasmahe narayana iti sarmarpayami Sarvajamam ravichaya mimikam savarnam raja aham sva sarvapapayo mokshaya mima sucha. Whatever actions I perform with my body, speech, mind, senses, my nature, my intellect, or my emotions, all these I dedicate to you. Thank you all so much for being here today. It's really quite special. Yeah, I will make more cooking videos, for sure. I cooked Shabbat dinner on Friday, and I think I'd like to make a video about that one day. It'll be a lot of work to film that, but one day I will make that film. Been meaning to for a while. So, now we're going to say Kaddish. Jada, you grew up Jewish, right? Or partially Jewish? One of your parents is Jewish? I think I remember your brother talking about it, but it was a while ago, so it's hard to remember. The next prayer, the last prayer we're going to do, is called Kaddish. And I think that the etymology of this word is so interesting. It means holy in Hebrew, but that wasn't its original meaning. I don't know what its original meaning was, but there's a very interesting meaning from about 3,500 years ago. It's associated with this goddess, right? Her name is Kadesh, She's a Canaanite, Egyptian, Syriac goddess. She was worshipped up and down the coast. There's a city in Syria, ruins now, called Katesh. And you can see here she is. She's riding a lion, holding a snake. And flowers. Hey, look at these flowers. So it's an old Semitic word, and its meaning has changed over time, and somehow it's worked its way into my name. Through no fault of my own. It's not my fault that my partner's name was Kadish. And then I took it when I became a girl. So it goes. So Kaddish is a prayer that in Judaism is most commonly associated with morning. And I've been saying Kaddish every morning since the pandemic began. And to remember all those who have gone before us. And these days, I often think about this image here. Right? It's the same image as the one that is behind me. It's a tree of life. It's also a tree of death, right? You look at all of these creatures, all of this incredible pattern, right? And there's all these gaps within it, all the empty space, all the creatures that didn't make it onto the tree. Right? So, Kaddish is a prayer of mourning, both big and small. And you can remember the countless lives that have suffered in order to make us here today, to allow us to be here today. So if there's anyone that you are mourning, anything in your life that you are grieving that you would like to put into this public space for us to pay attention to together, you can put those names in the chat below. And for the last 2,500 years, in response to death, when grieving, my ancestors said something like the following words. Kaddish. Yitkadav, Yitkadash, Shemei Rabbah. B'yama divrachute, b'yam lich malchute, b'chayachon, v'yamechon, v'chayed kol beit Yisrael, b'galav, v'zman karif imru. Amen. Yehe Shemei Rabbah miv'arach li'alam, omei, omaya, Yitbarach, v'yishtabach, v'yitba'ar, v'yirman, v'yinaseh, v'yitadar, v'yitaleh, v'yitalal, Shemei, dekudisha, b'richu, Le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata, tush b'chata v'nechemata, di'amiran b'yama v'imru. Amen. Yehi shlamai rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'yachol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. O say shalom v'imramav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'yachol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. O say shalom v'imramav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'yachol Yisrael v'imru, amen. Kaddish for my butterfly Beatrice, who is already dead, in a way. Thank you all for being here this morning. Shall we have some breakfast? Okay, friend, why don't you go back to your windowsill? I'll bring you new flowers soon. It's evening where you are. It's morning where I am. It's almost 10 in the morning. So, I'm going to shift onto Discord now. And if anyone joins me on Discord, I will likely turn off the TikTok chat so we can have a more personal conversation. But sometimes people don't join me, in which case I'll stay on TikTok while I eat. I have a big breakfast planned because my partner got me potted ham. They made me potted ham. I'm going to have rice and seaweed and almonds and potted ham and arugula and this banana. Okay, so let's go get that stuff. Oh, and chaga. Is this chaga drinkable? Talking is a chore. What makes it potted ham? Because it's in a little pot. It's a preserved meat product. So, we processed a pig. My partner processed a pig, a 600-pound sow. She was 4 years old, and not producing very well anymore, so the farmer wanted to get rid of her, and so we said, we'll take her. So my partner's been processing the pig for a week now. And so potted ham is you take ham and you cook it for a long time in lard, like a tremendous amount of fat, like fat soup. You completely submerge it in fat, and then you store it in little pots. It's really good, and it keeps for a long time. So we've been making a lot of preserved meat that's like snackable, so that we don't just have like these big hunks of ham in the fridge that you have to bake for a long time. It does not have a bad smell at all. It smells amazing. Okay, so now let's